When it comes to your food, local is just better. Shopping at your community-owned co-op grocery store for food that's locally grown and produced can make a difference in the world. After all, we value the people and the planet in everything we do. And we're dedicated to connecting you with the local suppliers that help keep our community vibrant and strong. Visit Green Star, your community co-op. Shopping local makes a world of difference. Go local. Go co-op. Go Green Star.
Hi, welcome to Get Foodie.
Get Foodie.
The Amish farmer we're visiting today raises local pastured turkeys. He's asked us to respect his beliefs by not showing him on camera or mentioning his name or the location of his farm. The turkeys that this farmer raises are sold through Oink and Gobble, who provide turkeys to many local suppliers. Then we'll come back to the kitchen and roast the turkey as part of a Thanksgiving feast featuring all local foods, because Thanksgiving is, after all, the ultimate Localvore holiday. Why do you keep the turkeys so far away from the cows and the pigs and stuff?
Well, because I rotate them. And they started in here. They started in here in this end, and they went out almost out to the woods. Now they're on their way back.
How often do you have to move them?
Well, right now I move them every day.
Wow.
I move the fence every 2 days, and I move the hutches every day.
That seems like a lot of work. About how much space is it that you have enclosed for them?
Well, I could figure it out. It's 160 by 160
Oh, okay.
feet.
So what variety of turkey is this?
This is what they call it, a broad-breasted white.
Is this a pretty common variety to raise for meat?
But these are probably the fastest growing turkeys.
You said 15 or 16 weeks. Why is that the ideal age? What happens after that age if you were to keep them around?
They just grow bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would they not taste as good, or would they just be too big to handle?
Oh, they're just too big for the customer. They kind of grow as big as 40 pounds dress weight.
40 pounds?
Yeah, some people
Wow.
have 40 pound dress weight turkeys.
I don't know what oven you'd put a 40-pound turkey in.
I don't know either.
I mean, I like big turkeys, but I think probably 25 pounds is about as big as you normally would sell of a turkey, and it's hard to fit a 25-pound turkey in an oven.
Yes.
That's also going to feed a lot of people.
It is.
What's different about the way that you raise the turkeys? What's different compared to, say, a commercial grower?
Well, I raise my turkeys outdoors. They get all this grass, clover, whatever is in the fields. That's good for them. It's good nutrition. And I don't feed any medicated feed to my turkeys. They're all just a straight corn and beans. But turkeys, they start a lot harder. There are a lot of stories out about turkeys, how they're so dumb and they do things dumb. But it's like the first week, it's around, like, I used to spend about 24 hours a day for the first 6 or 7 days with the turkeys. But that's partly because I raised them in that middle shed there. That's where I started them. And the way I do it, it's more work, but then it's more work per day. But I don't have any cleanup afterwards. They spread their manure themselves. I don't have to do that. I don't use any bedding unless it's very wet and it's rain. Because I move the hutches, move those sheds so often, it doesn't get muddy around the sheds.
Yeah, this grass is very clean. There's actually really not a smell at all. And the birds themselves are obviously really clean. Look how white they are.
They're clean, they stay healthy because they don't have all this smell to live with. They don't have lots of fresh air and sunshine. This year they had a problem to get sunshine. We got a lot of rain this year. And then when it rains, it might, sometimes it's tough to come out here and make sure they're dry.
So, by sleeping with the out in the shed with the turkeys, what are you preventing? Like, how is that beneficial to the turkeys?
Crowding is the biggest thing on doing that, to keep them from crowding. As soon as they get cold, they start crowding. And I lost as many as, not this year I didn't, but some years I lost as many as 20 turkeys on one pile. The first one goes in the corner or right against the edge. The next ones come, they go up against as hard as they can, and the other ones come right on top.
Oh, they smother each other by laying on top of one another?
They do that.
Wow.
If that's cold, for some reason the heater would go out or too drafty.
When you get them, they're a few days old, or you have?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're about 2 days old when they arrive at our place.
And they don't have any feathers at all?
No. They're yellow when they come.
Oh. Can you tell me like what the daily routine is taking care of the turkeys for the majority of the time? You said that they're down to 2 hours a day now. What does that involve for you and your family as far as taking care of them?
Well, coming out in the morning to feed them, and then usually after lunch we come out here and move the sheds, and then in the evening again another like half an hour to feed them.
Okay.
That's about all we do, except every 2 days I move the fence, and then that takes a little bit longer.
Is that something that you do by yourself, or does it take a bunch of people together to do it?
To move them, it's nice to have 2 people.
Okay.
Because turkeys are so curious, they'll go right in front of the shed. It takes one person to keep them away from the shed while we're moving. Everything else, I can't do it by myself, except for moving the sheds.
But did you say that your kids come out and help you with them?
My 2 oldest boys, if they're at home from school, they can help me. But if they're not home from school, my wife helps me.
Do they like getting in with the turkeys?
Yes.
Rebecca's having an awful lot of fun with it.
Yes, they enjoy it. They do the same thing as Becca does. Just run around and tease them a little bit.
Rebecca's coming back in for more.
We had turkeys, our biggest turkey was 28 pounds. And that year we had a lot of customers that did not want those big ones, but we had only one customer that did actually not take them because it was just too big. And the biggest was 28 and the smallest was like 18 pounds. But we just had to start somewhere. For the first year we got them last week in July.
Wow.
And that was too early.
And I guess you're paying to feed them every day too. So the longer you keep them going, the more it's costing you. They're probably not getting a lot of food from the grass, right? I mean, almost all of it is what you're feeding them.
Mostly. They do get some. Every time I put them in a new pasture, they go around. It looks like it's a real nice picture. When I open the fence, put them in a new pasture. The feed mill I get this feed from is they try to have some very high quality feed, which that's why I get it from them.